Welcome to episode number 7 of this MLB The Show 20 Play Now series. And today, I'm obviously playing an MLB The Show 20 Play Now game, obviously, as the matchup will be between the two teams you see on the screen, the Houston Astros and the Minnesota Twins. The game will be in Minnesota at Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins. As this is 2020, MLB The Show 20, so 2020 rosters, and then the records you see on screen are the 2019 records for the Astros and Twins. Twins went 101 and 61, and the Astros went 107 and 55. The Astros won the AL West. The Twins won the AL Central in 2019. The Astros ended up losing the World Series, in 7 games to the Nationals. As the 2019 World Series was Astros-Nationals. Astros had home field advantage, but the road team won every game. So that means the Nationals won game 6 and 7. On the road. They won the first 2 games on the road, the Nationals did. Then the Astros won the 3 games in D.C., and then the Nationals came back to Houston and won game 6 in blowout fashion, and then they won game 7, came back in game 7 to win the World Series that year. And then the Twins in 2019 got swept by the Yankees in the ALDS. But yeah, we're gonna play that. I'm gonna play the Astros and Twins. The Twins are the red controller, and the Astros are the blue controller. Let's get into it. The uniforms. Let's have the Twins wear their alternate 3 uniforms, which are all blue uniforms, and then a black cap or a dark blue cap, and then the rest are blue. So a black cap or a dark blue cap, and then the jersey and the pants are blue. And then the Astros. Why not? So let's have them wear the road 1994 uniforms. So alternate 3 uniforms for the Twins, and then the road uniforms from 1994 for the Astros. And we are playing at Target Field, like I said, home of the Minnesota Twins, current home of the Minnesota Twins. I've been here 6 or 7 times. The last time I was there was 2021 for a game between the Royals and Twins. The Twins won that game 4-0, 5-0, something like that. Opened in 2010, holds 38,885. Presentation mode broadcast theme style. The show theme quick counts on 9 innings. Time of year, let's do August, just because it's the time of year in real life. Let's do a night game, 7 p.m., and then clear skies. And then I'm going to go with Kenta Maeda. And where the heck is Verlander? Not here? Yes, Verlander's not here. Yeah, Verlander's not here. So, let's do Zach Greinke for the Astros and Kenta Maeda for the Twins. And then the lineups, just George Springer, Jose Altuve, Michael Brantley, Alex Bregman, Yordan Alvarez, Carlos Correa, who obviously in this game is still an Astro. Now he's a Twin in real life. Kyle Tucker, Yuri Gurriel, and Martin Maldonado. Yep. And then the other side, you have Kepler, Arise, Donaldson, Cruz, Rosario, Sano, Buxton, Garber, and Polanco. So obviously it's an American League game, so there's a DH. DHs are Yordan Alvarez for the Astros and Nelson Cruz for the Twins. I am broadcasting this game along with playing it, so let's get into it. Astros and Twins at Target Field. Let's go. As this is not my last MLB The Show 20 video before I go to college. This is not my last MLB The Show 20 video before I go to college. It is my second to last. There will be one more MLB The Show 20 video before I go to college, and that will be another Play Now game. We are here at Target Field, here in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota, for a good matchup for you tonight. And the matchup features, or this game features, the Houston Astros and the Minnesota Twins. As there's Byron Buxton on the left and Zach Greinke on the right. Astros Twins coming up next here on the show. Kenta Maeda, 10-8 in 2019, in 26 starts, 4.04 ERA, 1.07 WHIP, 51 watts, and 69 strikeouts in 153 and 2/3 innings. I don't think these uniforms that the Astros don't wear anymore. But yeah, here we go. As these shadows are kind of tough, but I picked August and 7 p.m. But the shadows won't be there the whole game. Here we go. As we're on your way here at Target Field, Astros Twins. Let's go. At the ground ball on the first pitch that we see, throw to first by Polanco. Pulled Sano off the base. He probably would have been safe anyways, as it was a Jeter jump throw by Polanco on the first pitch we saw, because it was a 1-1 count because of the quick counts. But the first pitch we saw is a single for Sprinter, I assume. Yes, it is a single. Probably would have been safe even if it was an online throw. Now here comes Altuve. Ground ball, that's base hit, as he punched it between Sano and Arise. So a single by Sprinter, now a single by Altuve, and now it's Brantley, 2 on, nobody out. And now Brantley's square, and he gets it down to Donaldson. Runners advance, and that was a close play at first base. But it's a sacrifice 5-3, I assume. Yes, it is. And here's the starting lineup for the Houston Astros. And it's not showing up, but so a single, and then a sack bunt, and now it's Alex Bregman. So yeah, the lineup is Sprinter, Altuve, Brantley, Bregman, Alvarez the DH, Correa, Tucker, Gurriel, and Maldonado. Here we go. Infield is bad, so they're conceding a run for an out. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 5 pitches for Maeda. Ground ball, runner will score. Throw to first by Polanco, got him. But the runner at third, which was Sprinter, will score. RBI ground out for Bregman, and the Astros strike first here on the road. So a single, sack bunt, and then an RBI ground out. Runner at second, 2 outs now for Alvarez. Ground ball, Polanco. Got him at first, in and over. But the Astros get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Twins come in the bat. Twins come in the bat. 1-0 Astros here at Target Field. And on the mound is Zach Greinke. Already has a 1-0 lead. 33 starts in 2019. 18-5 record. A sub-3 ERA. A sub-1 WHIP. 30 watts. 187 strikeouts and 208 and 2/3 innings. So a sub-3 ERA and a sub-1 WHIP is pretty good. Here's Kepler. 1-0 Houston. Ground ball into the shift, which is still legal in this game. Altuve from the outfield grass throws out Kepler, 1 down. And now here's the Twins starting lineup. And it's Kepler, Arise, Donaldson, Cruz the DH, Rosario. Rosario was one of my favorite players in the Twins. Sano, Buxton, Garver, and Polanco. My favorite overall player, well now obviously Rosario is no longer on the team. My favorite player before he retired after the 2018 season was Joe Mauer, who just got inducted into the Pro Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. But he was my favorite player, favorite Twins player like ever, Joe Mauer, before he retired after the 2018 season. 3-2 now to Arise. Fly ball. Sprinter didn't see it at first, but he's got it on the run. 2 down here in the first for Donaldson. 2020 was the first year JD was on the Twins. Now he's no longer on the Twins. And as a line drive against the shift, Tucker was there though, as they were shifted to the left in the infield and outfield. 1-2-3 to the Twins. Way to the second. 1-0 Houston. Here we go. Second inning here in Houston. And here's Correa, who's now a Twin, but obviously he's not a Twin until 2022. And in this game it's 2020. That's a fly ball. Right center. Kepler stops, makes the catch, 1 down. And here's the Twins defense. Rosario, Buxton, and Kepler in the outfield. Sano, Rise, Polanco, and Donaldson in the infield. And Garver behind the plate. And then obviously Maeda is on the mound. Here's Tucker. Little tapper. The shift was on, but Maeda is there. He's got to hurry. Got him by a step and a half. 2 down in the second. Now it's Yuri Gurriel, had 31 home runs and batted .298 in 2019. As Gurriel in his career is 1 for 3 against Maeda, at least up to 2020. 1-2. And another foul ball and a circle change. As Maeda has a four-seamer, slider, circle change, curveball, and a sinker. 20th pitch coming. Another foul ball. Good battle here between these two. Little tapper, Maeda. And did 1-2-3 inning after giving up a run in the first. Middle of 2, 1-0 Houston. Here we go, and now here's Nelson Cruz, the DH. Batted .311 in 2019. And it's popped up. Back is Maldonado on the track in front of the wall. He will have room, 1 down. And now here's the Astros defense. Brantley, Sprinter, and Tucker in the outfield. Gurriel, Altuve, Correa, and Bredman in the infield. And Maldonado behind the plate. And then obviously Greinke's on the mound. Here's Rosario, 32 home runs in 2019. Popped up. So a pop out behind the plate for Cruz. Now a pop out to Correa right by second base. 2 down. 5 up, 5 down for Greinke to start the game. Now here's Middy. And that is low, 2-1. And here are the umpires for tonight's game. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker. So it looks like Darryl Parker is the home plate umpire, and it looks like, according to the announcers, that Darryl Parker is just not consistent. Here we go, 2-1. That's a ground ball. Altuve from the outfield grass throws out Sano. Sits up, sits down for Greinke and company to start the game. And the 2, it is 1-0 Astros here in Minnesota. Here we go, Maldonado and then the top of the order. Batted .213 in 2019. Foul ball down the line. It's 1-2. 1-2 to the Astros catcher. He didn't miss anything. It's 1-2 to Maldonado after the foul ball. Top of the order to follow. Ground ball. A rise. Maldonado only has 6 speed. And there's 1 down now for the top of the order. And that is George Sprinter singled and scored on the RBI ground out by Bredman. So obviously singled and then scored, like I said, on Bredman's RBI ground out in the first. No base runners for either team since then. Ground ball, Sano throws it to Maeda, beats him to the base. 3-1 ground out, 2 down. As there hasn't been a base runner for either team since the first inning, since those 2 singles. And then a stacked bunt, and then an RBI ground out. And then Brantley, like I said, bunted after Sprinter and Altuve singled, and then Bredman drove him in with an RBI ground out. 1-2. Line drive base hit for Altuve. They have 3 hits, 2 of them by Altuve. 1 on, 2 out now for Brantley, who's had a stacked bunt in his first at-bat. Line drive over Donaldson. Down the line. And stopping at second is Altuve. And he went about maybe 10 feet past the base and then retreats. 2 on, 2 out now for Bredman. 0 for 1 with an RBI ground out. Bat-to-bat 2 out singles for Houston. And that's a swing and a miss on a slider that was down and out. And that's a foul ball. 1-2. And that's a slider, same place as almost the last slider, but he got a piece of this one. That is low. 2-2 on the curveball. 2-2. Another foul ball. That was a 40th pitch for Maeda through almost 3 innings, but Bredman's making him work. Another foul ball. That's at least like 6 or 7 pitches during that at bat. 2-2. Another foul ball. He hasn't thrown a fastball yet. There's the fastball. It's hit high and deep. Left field. Back is Rosario. He jumps. It's gone. Alex Bredman. Just out of the reach of Rosario as Bredman wins the battle. And it's 4-0 Astros. As that was like a 10-pitch at bat, Bredman wins it. Brantley and Altuve score 3 straight hits with 2 outs, 2 singles, and then a 3-run home run. 4-0 Astros here in Minnesota in the top of the 3rd. Just out of the reach of Rosario. Just over the wall and just out of the reach of Rosario. And it's 4-0. 388 feet. And that was the fastball. And 3-run home run. That's a tapper back to Maeda. But 3 straight 2-out hits, 2 singles, and then a homer by Bredman, not Alvarez. Middle of 3, it's now 4-0 in favor of the Astros. Here we go, bottom 3, still plenty of game to go, but the Twins need to start getting offense now. They still haven't had a base runner. Ground ball, that's their first hit and first base runner of the game, and it's Buxton who has 97 speed. First hit and first base runner for Minnesota, still 6 innings to go, so plenty of time, just gotta chip away. Now it's Garver, full count to the Twins catcher. Buxton goes. Foul ball. Garver had a career year in 2019. Buxton goes again. Ground ball, and safe at second, but out at first, as Altuve tried to get Buxton despite him running. 4-3 ground out, runner at second, 1 out for Polanco. Then at the top of the order in Kepler. That's a fly ball. That is rocked. Back is Tucker. It's gone. Jorge Polanco. And it's 4-2. Just like that, it's a 2-run game. As Polanco cuts the deficit in half. 404 feet, 98 miles per hour off the bat. Buxton scores. And Polanco scores as well, of course, on his own home run. And it's 4-2. Just like that, the Twins have cut the Astros lead in half. 4-2 in the 3rd. As there's Polanco in the dugout, high-fiving and fist-bumping his team. Now it says 403 feet, but either way, it's over 400 feet. I believe that was off the face end of the second deck out there. And now there's Kepler, 4-2 now. That's a ground ball against the shift. Bredman's there, though. That'll be a 5-3 ground out, 2 down. So good recovery by Drainty, but it's a 1-run or a 2-run game. So that's chipping away. 2 outs now for Arise. And now it's a fly ball. Arise flies at the center. It's caught by Sprinter. But a 2-run home run by Jorge Polanco, the number 9 batter, has cut the Astros lead in half. We headed the 4th. It's now 4-2 Astros. Here we go, 4th inning. Here's Correa. Astros still lead, but they only lead by 2 after Polanco's home run. That's a ground ball, Sano to play. 3 unassisted ground ball, 1 down in the 4th. Now Tucker, obviously that homer by Polanco went over his head and over the wall. 50th pitch coming from the pitcher, Maeda, almost hit the base. Shift is on. Good play by Polanco, the home run hitter. 2 down quickly in the 4th. Now Gurriel, and then if he gets on, it's Maldonado. 55th pitch, full count. Popped up, fly ball, center field, Buxton. Middle of 4, it's 4-2 Houston. 3-4-5 due up for Minnesota. Donaldson, Cruz, and Rosario. Full count. That's a liner, perfect, in front of Brantley as he punched it through the shift. And that was, sorry about that, that was my phone. That's a group chat with my roommates for college because my phone's blowing up. I'll look at it in a sec. Here we go, there's Cruz. He's a tying run. Ground ball active be 2. Correa, Altuve, Gurriel, double plays. They hit both runners. Both runners were slow. 6-4-3 double play. 2 down for Rosario. So a single and then a double play. Now it's Eddie. Ground ball, punch through the shift, base hit. And now it's 1 on 2 out now for here we go, 2-1 count to Snell. Ground ball, base hit. And now it's 2 on 2 out now for Buxton. And time runs aboard, and the go-ahead run's coming to the plate. Yeah, I'm just looking at the text, and the text, I'm not going to tell you what it says, but I can look at it later. Or look at it again later. Here we go, Sindelin scored earlier, 2 on 2 out. That's a ground ball. And throw to first, got him, and the Twins stranded 2 runners. We head to the 5th, still 4-2 Houston. Here we go, top 5. Here's Maldonado, then it's Altuve and, or Sprinter and Altuve. Top 5, 4-2 Astros. Ground ball up the middle, and dive in play by Arise, but it got through. And the number 9 batter gets on. For Sprinter, the leadoff man. Here we go. Here's Sprinter, singled and scored in his first at-bat, and then got out in his second at-bat. 1 and 2 as it fouled back. Here we go. No action in either bullpen. 60th pitch coming from Maeda. Foul ball in the circle change. Sprinter or Altuve on deck. Another foul ball in the circle change. That was even lower and more outside. 1-2. That's a ground ball. That could be 2. 4, 6, 3, barehanded by Polanco, double play. 2 down. 2 down, no runners on for Altuve. That's huge. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run, as he scored on Bredman's home run. Full count. Ground ball, that might have been ball 4, but it's a ground out instead. Halfway home here at Target Field. Astros 4, Twins 2. We're back here at Target Field. Here's Heidi Watney. Twins manager is Rocco Baldelli. Thank you, Heidi, for that report. Oh yeah, here's Garver. Garver, line drive, base hit. Now it's Polanco, who homered in his last at-bat, and if he homers it in, it's a tie game. Yeah, sorry about that. Just that's what happens in a group test. Here we go. Here we go, Polanco. And a ground ball, that could be a double play. 1, 6, 3, double play. So a homer for Polanco, now a double play for Polanco. 2 down for the top of the order. And it's Kepler. Kepler, shift is on. That's a ground ball. A lot of hitting through the shift, or against the shift. And it's a 2-out single for Kep. Now it's a rise. Now Kepler runs, and it's a hit and run right back to Greinke. We head to the 6th. The Astros are still. We head to the 6th. The Astros are still up by a pair. Here we go, 6th inning. right? Here's Brantley, 1 for 1 with a sacked bunt and then a single, and the sacked bunt doesn't count as a at-bat. Ground ball, base hit. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a sacrifice bunt. And 1 on, nobody out now for, I believe, the home run hitter. Yeah, here's Bredman, 1 for 2 with that 3-run home run, which he hit in the 3rd inning. Both teams had 7 hits so far. And that was a Hainan pitch. That should be 2. Got him at second. And got him at first. 3-6-3. 2 down. You didn't miss anything. The last clip ended. There was a 3-6-3 double play at the very end of the last clip, and then I just responded to my roommates, college roommates, in our group text. Here we go. 2 out, no runners on for Alvarez, the DH. Ground ball against the shift, just foul. And then I believe it went right through. It was just foul, and then went right between the legs of the third base umpire. That would have been at least a double if that was fair. And that's assuming I didn't hit the base. But if it was fair over the base or just to the right of the base, that would have been at least a double. But it was foul by 6 inches. And I believe it med the third base umpire. Here's a fly ball right to Rosario. Shift was on. Middle of 6. The Astros are still up 4-2. Here we go. 3-4-5 due up for Minnesota. Donaldson, Cruz, and Rosario. Full count to JD. That's a fly ball. That's hit well. Back is sprinter at the wall. It's gone. And it's a 1-run game. Donaldson tees off Greinke. 428 feet, 102 miles per hour off the bat. And that's 3 unanswered for the Twins, and it's a 1-run game. They were down 4-0, now they're only down 4-3. And here comes Cruz, 1-run game, leadoff homer for JD. Just over the wall in right center, as Sprinter and Tucker ran after it, but it's in like the 4th or 5th row. And now it's Cruz, the veteran DH. 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out, which I believe was a double play. The ground out was. 2-2. That's a ground ball into the shift, Correa. And a good response by Greinke after the homer. He did cruise the ground out, but here's Rosario now. 1-run game. 1 for 2 with the single. They're starting to warm up. Ryan Presley, the former Twin, a righty, and Brits Raley, a lefty, in the Astros bullpen. And then you have Trevor May, a righty, warming up in the Twins bullpen, along with Caleb Thielbar, a lefty. So you have a righty and a lefty warming up in both bullpens. 3-1, hitters count to Eddie. And that is low ball 4 on the 4-seamer at 88. And the tying runs aboard. Here's Sano as the go-ahead run. And now Rosario runs. Foul ball 1 and 2. Because that was a hit and run, and he hit it, but just fouled. We run in again. Hit and run, and safe at second. No, out at second, out at first. So even with the runner running, it's a double play. But Donaldson, with a solo home run, has his team within 1. We head to the 7th. It's now 4-3 Houston. Here we go. Top 7, officially in the back third of the game. Here's Correa. 80th pitch coming from Maeda. He stays in this game. Ground ball. 1 down as it sits 7-8 due up for Houston. Correa's 0 for 3. Now it's Tucker, and then it's Gurriel, and then Maldonado if someone gets on. 1-1. Ground ball. Donaldson charges. He's got to hurry here. Tucker has 83 speed, and he beats it out. 1 on, 1 out now for Houston. Infield signal for Tucker. But the Twins might challenge. As Baldelli said, we'll take a look. And they have 15 seconds and counting to make the decision. I don't know it. We'll see. Oh no, that is he's safe by half a step, so Baldelli will say no challenge. Because obviously if you use your challenge and lose it, you don't get another one. And the pitching coach will now come out, along with the whole infield. His energy's in the yellow. 1 on, 1 out now for Gurriel. Foul ball, 1 and 2. Maldonado on deck if there's no double play here. That's almost a swing and a miss. I don't know how he didn't got a piece of that. And that is just low. And it's 2 and 2. That was a slider. Another foul ball. That's, oh my goodness, that was a circle change low and outside. That was almost in the dirt and he fouled that bat. That's a, oh my, I started to jump the gun again. Another battle. Last time this happened, it was with Bredman, who ended up hitting a 3-run home run. This one's a swing and a miss. Finally, as Maeda won this battle, 2 down for Maldonado. Probably his last batter. That's a tapper. Donaldson, a lot less speed for Maldonado, got him. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Astros 4, Twins 3. Both teams have 8 hits, no errors. The Astros have 4 runs. They haven't scored since the 3rd. Here's Buxton. Energy still in the green for Grady. He's still in. Here's Buxton. Buxton popped it sky high. Maldonado calls it. 1 down. And then, now it's Garver and then Polanco and then the top of the order if someone gets on. 1 out. Here's Garver. Stindl in the 5th. And then it's opposite Polanco who hit the homer earlier. Foul ball. One, 2. That's a ground ball into the shift. Altuve from the left to second throws out Garver. 2 down now for the number 9 batter Polanco. But he homered earlier in the 3rd. And then a double play in his last at bat. Probably this is his last batter as well for Greinke. That's a ground ball stopped by Gurriel. We head to the 8th, 4-3 in favor of the road team. Here we go, 8th inning. Astros haven't scored since the 3rd. They were up 4-0, now they're only up 4-3. And Maeda will be coming out of this game. Here comes Trevor May. As Maeda, 7 innings, 4 runs, 4 earned runs. He's in line for the loss if the score holds as it is. Ground ball, Sano. 1 down as the top of the order due up for Houston. And here's our starting comparison. Both went 7 innings. Greinke's technically still a pitcher, a record for Houston. I mean, almost similar, just little differences. Here's Altuve, 2 for 3. Ground ball. And there's 2 down. As this bullpen, well, obviously this is the first reliever, but Maeda really settled in after he was down 4-0. Now here's Brantley, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a sac bunt, and a run scored. Line drive off the glove or the wrist of Donaldson. Throw to first, safe. As I hit the glove or the heel or the wrist of Donaldson, and that's 3 for 3 with 3 singles for Brantley. Swing and a miss, 2 and 2. Here we go, 2 and 2. And that's a ground ball up the middle. Throw to center for the force, in and over. Middle of 8. It's 4-3 Astros. Here we go. Twins have 2 more innings to work with. Here comes the former Twin, Ryan Presley, who went over to Houston via trade, I believe, in 2018. 1-1. Top of the order, due up, fly ball. That is absolutely demolished by Kepler. The ball is gone over the batter's eye, and we're tied. That was over the batter's eye into that little club area on top of the batter's eye. If that club area on top of the batter's eye wasn't there, that would have been over the batter's eye. 451 feet, 105 off the bat. 4 unanswered for the Twins. A 2-run home run by Polanco, and then a solo shot by Donaldson and Kepler. And we're tied at 4 apiece as the Twins have come all the way back. Scored 4 unanswered, and we're tied at 4 apiece. The first pitch that we saw from Presley ends up on top of the batter's eye in that club area. I've never seen a home run go up there in real life. Well, I've seen a home run go up there in real life, but I've never seen a home run go up there in a game, in an actual game, not a home run derby in this game. I've never seen a home run go up there in an actual game here in MLB The Show 20. And now it's a rise. 0 for 3. Line drive, make that 1 for 4. That's the go-ahead run in this ball game. And 1 on, nobody out now. You might maybe see a bunt. It's 1-2 now to Donaldson. And you have Thielbar ready and waiting. They're starting to warm up Taylor Rogers, maybe their closer, because he might come in regardless of if it's a save or not. Here we go. And now a rise goes. It's a hit and run. It goes by the rise. And a rise is going to third. Thrown to third by a two-base safe. And the go-ahead run is 90 feet away. As it almost hit a rise going to second. Go-ahead run 90 feet away for Nelson Cruz. And they're going to pinch run Jake Cave for Josh Donaldson at first base. So you have a pinch runner for the runner at first, as Donaldson's out of the game. The infield is in, and the pitching coach is coming out. I want the whole infield, because the infield will be in. Here's Cruz. And it's a ground ball, and got him at second. And Correa's not throwing it, then he throws it. No one was covering, that's why no one threw it. Or no one was covering, that's why he didn't throw it. So the runner at third stays put. It's a fielder's choice. First and third, 1 out. The runner at third didn't move. Now it's Rosario. Infield and double play depth. Foul ball, 2-2, but a double play would end the inning. 2-2 to Eddie. Ground ball. This should be 2, 4, 6. 3, double play! And Correa got taken out at second base. And this game remains tied, but Kepler tied it on a leadoff home run. We head to the 9th. It's now 4-4 here in Minnesota. So the Twins have first and third, nobody out, and could not tie the game. Jake Cave cannot play third base. And now Trevor May, he cannot play third base. Cave. Probably don't have to take him out, because I don't think anyone else can play third base. Because Cave can only play the outfield, so I'm going to take Cave out and put Gonzalez in. Gonzalez is a shortstop, but he can't play third base. So Marwin Gonzalez will replace Jake Cave at third base defensively. And I'm going to leave Trevor May in. I'm going to wait until the next clip, because this clip is about to end. Top 9, 4-4 game. Alvarez is up. May is on the mound. Here we go. Top 9. I'm going to leave May in as Rogers and Thielbar are ready and waiting. Top 9, Alvarez. And a tapper as he got jammed. Polanco, he's got to hurry. And Alvarez is kind of slow, so he got a little more time. And he throws out Alvarez. 1 down. 5, 6, 7 do up for Houston. Now it's Correa. 0 for 3. Ground ball snagged by May behind the back. Saved the base hit, most likely. 2 down here in the 9th. Now it's Tucker. Here we go. Here's Tucker. 1 for 3. Ground ball. Polanco runs to his right. And Tucker has the second infield single of the game, I believe. And that's a go-ahead run in this ball game. He has 83 speed. Now here's Gurriel and then Maldonado if he gets on. Runner goes. And it's a hit and run. Hit right to Polanco. And he throws him out at first. And the Twins now with a chance to walk it off. Middle of 9. We're tied at 4. Here we go. A new pitcher. That's the wrong controller. That's why nothing happened. New pitcher coming in. It's Joe Smith trying to get this to the 10th. 6, 7, 8 do up. Sano, Buxton, Garver. Swing and a miss. 89 on the dun only from Smith. 1 down for Buxton. Sindel scored, Buxton did, on the Polanco home run. Ground ball past Smith, up the middle, base hit, and you have 97 speed at first base. And that's the winning run. 1 on, 1 out now for Garver. Now Garver. Buxton goes. Hit and run! Work to perfection! Going to third is Buxton, and the winning run is 90 feet away. First and third, 1 out for Polanco. As the infield and double play, that Polanco only has like 50 speed, if that. Top of the order to follow if there's not a double play here, or if the Twins don't win it. Here we go. 1-2 count. Ground ball up the middle. Twins win as they come from behind to beat the Astros 5-4. Buxton scores the winning run. Polanco's the hero. His third RBI of the game, and the Twins win it 5-4. As they score 5 unanswered, they were down 4-0 in the third. They made it 4-2, then they made it 4-3, then they tied it 4-4, and then they won it here in the ninth. 5-4 the final in walk-off fashion for the Twins. Polanco drives in the run. Buxton scores a winning run, and Jorge Polanco is the top player of the game, as he had 2 hits in this game, at least, maybe 3, but he had a 2-run home run in the third, and then the walk-off single in the ninth. And here's a Gatorade bath, and it's a Gatorade bath by Ryan Jeffers, the backup catcher, as Ryan Jeffers, a backup catcher, does the Gatorade bath on the player of the game, which is number 11, Jorge Polanco, the number 9 batter, the Twins shortstop. And he had the 2-run home run in the third, and then the walk-off single in the ninth. And Buxton scored, obviously, on his home run, and then he also scored the winning run on Polanco's walk-off single. As the Twins chipped away, I mean, they were on 4-0 early, but come back to win 5-4 in walk-off fashion over the Houston Astros. He had 2 for 4 with a 2-run home run, and then the walk-off RBI single, and an OPS of 1750. What a game. I hope you guys enjoyed, as final score is 5-4. Trevor May got the win, and Joe Smith got the loss, and then obviously there was no save because it was a walk-off. 5-4 the final here at Target Field. I hope you enjoyed. 5-4 the final here at Target Field. So long from Target Field. Twins win 5-4. That was a great game. Great game. Twins were down 4-0 early thanks to an RBI ground out by Bredman, and then a 3-run home run by Bredman, as Bredman had all 4 RBIs for Houston. Brantley had 3 singles and a run scored. Altuve had 2 singles and a run scored. Springer had 1 single and a run scored. As May got the win, pitched 2 innings, 2 hits, didn't give up any runs. Smith pitched 1/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 earned run. And then Polanco had a 2-run home run and then the walk-off RBI single, and scored a run on his home run. Donaldson, a homer and 2 singles, an RBI and a run scored. Kepler, a home run, a single, an RBI and a run scored. And Buxton, 2 for 4 with 2 singles and 2 runs, as he scored on Polanco's home run, and then he scored the winning run. As out of the 9 runs in this game, 7 of them were on home runs. The only 2 that weren't on home runs was the Astros' first run, which was an RBI ground out by Bredman, and then so the first run of the game was an RBI ground out by Bredman. The last run of the game was an RBI single, a walk-off RBI single by Polanco. That was the last run of the game. And then the 7 runs in between that, so the first and last runs of the game weren't on home runs. The other 7 runs in between the first and last runs of the game were on home runs, while the first and last runs of the game were not on home runs. As Bredman had, like I said, Bredman had all 4 RBIs for Houston, and then obviously Polanco had 3 RBIs, Donaldson had 1, and Kepler had the other 1. As the final line score for the Astros was 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors, and the Twins' final line score is 5 runs on 14 hits and no errors. So there was no errors for either team. The Twins had 5 runs, the Astros had 4, and then the Twins had 14 hits, and the Astros had 10. As Polanco obviously is a player of the game as he got the Gatorade bath. I've seen that a few times during this game, as Ryan Jeffers, the backup catcher, was the one that dumped the Gatorade on Polanco. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And Ryan Jeffers, by the way, is still, although he obviously didn't play in this game, he's still on the team in real life. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, as there will be one more MLB The Show 20 video before I go to college, and that will be another Play Now game, and it will be a surprise of what the 2 teams will be in that Play Now game. You'll find out what the 2 teams will be in that Play Now game when I post that video in just over a week. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, as the next video on this channel will be an MLB The Show 21 Play Now game, and that will be the next video on this channel, which will most likely go up tomorrow. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, as the Twins beat the Astros in walk-off fashion 5-4 in 9 innings here at Target Field. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what, I'm going to see you in episode number 8 of this MLB The Show 20 Play Now series. See you in episode number 8. And eat a lot of bacon. And go Twins, and I'll see you in my next video. See you then.